Hey guys, I'm here with my friend Dave Copping from Grand Power Canada. Earlier this year, Dave shipped us a couple pistols to test out, give some first impressions on, and now we're here at SHOT 2018, and Dave is going to give us the in-depth on what he sent us, and check out some awesome, cool-looking stuff they have here. Dave, tell us what you got.
Most people that have played with the Grand Power, seen it or heard about it, they're familiar with one of the major features, which is our rotary locking barrel system. All of our Grand Power pistols are based off of a similar architecture, which includes a CNC machine steel frame set into that polymer grip. Now for our 9mm and smaller caliber models, it has the modular backstrap system. That's actually the smallest. You can pad it out. You can have a look there and you'll see that's how our rotary barrel system works. The barrel is actually camming off of that roller bearing. So some of the advantages of that roller bearing system, or the rotary locking system: felt recoil turns into essentially a shove straight back. There's a lot less muzzle lift because you don't have that Browning system's high shear force needed to cam that barrel out of alignment. It's very linear. So this is our X-Calibur model. It's meant mostly for IPSC production. It comes with wide gas pedal type safeties. It's a traditional double action, single action. Out of the box, single action is usually about 2 3/4 pounds. Adjustable rear sight, fiber optic front sight. Now you guys were also playing with a newer model, which is our Q100, which is our first striker fired pistol. Same premise works. It's still a rotary barrel system, but it has the trigger mounted safety, and it's a striker fired system. It's essentially the same size as our original model, which is the K100. The same barrel length. The frame down is essentially the same. The major difference, of course, is just the striker system. New for this year, mostly for the American market, is the subcompact version of the Q1, or it's called the Q1S. For Canada, I can bring it in as the 106mm barrel. Uses the same basic magazine tube, but this one, in the American market, holds 12 rounds. Canada, guess what? 10. But same system. It's a rotary barrel. Because it's got a shorter spring system, we have to use a dual spring. So I know you got a chance to test drive them on the range. What did you think?
Well, we test drove, again, the Q100 and the Grand Power X-Calibur. I absolutely loved the X-Calibur.
Yeah.
Like, first mag, I put 9 out of 10 shots to the same hole at 20 yards. First time shooting this gun.
The super light, very predictable single action trigger really does help a lot of people. It also has a lot of ability to tame that recoil. It doesn't make recoil disappear, but it gives it to the shooter in a form that's a lot more manageable. It's not a sharp impact in your hand. It's essentially just a nice shove. For the other models, the recoil control is always fantastic.
Yeah, you could feel. I could feel it was. I was using something a little bit different as the gun was cycling. The pulse is a little bit different, but I liked it.
Yeah.
Like, I really liked it.
In my opinion, and you'll have to get the engineers to confirm it, but with that rotary barrel system, one of the features to me is it seems to increase slightly the time that your hand is being exposed to the recoil forces, so it's less sharp. It's more of a shove. That also, it's more palatable to the shooter. Now, one thing with the adjustable back straps, let's face it, if the gun doesn't fit you, it's hard to shoot it properly. With these, you can actually adjust it to your hand. What I tell sales associates at the stores to do, if they have the chance with the customer, is get them to try it with a single action trigger. Remember your first coach or your first trainer, you put your perfect amount of finger on the trigger, you get the grip so that your hand is now perfectly comfortable in that position. Then try it in double action and find out if you have to compromise. So all of our 9mm and 22 caliber models feature that modular backstrap system. If you go up to our 40, 45, and 10mm models, no, it's one size fits most, but I find if you've got at least a medium-sized hand, it'll fit fine.
And then for the Q100, Corey really took a shining to this gun. He was rocking it. Corey shoots a lot of Glocks, and I think he really gravitated to this, and he was quite impressed.
The feature about the Q100 or all the Q series that people that are used to shooting a striker-fired pistol will notice right off the bat is the feel of the trigger on this is different. Most striker-fired guns have got a perceptible point where they feel that it's getting mushier or there's an increase in tension. They know something's about to happen. With the Q100 series, it's a surprise break. As you're pulling the trigger through its draw, you're feeling not really much increase in weight. It's just all of a sudden the sear releases. My argument is it would be almost impossible to flinch with this type of system. You'd have to be slapping the trigger beforehand.
I mean, I found I shot this gun more accurately than I usually shoot a striker-fired pistol as well.